Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Detroit!
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Now this time he'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Gets through, and now an opening. The 30. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. So that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Let's go.
Play action now. Mariota. They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the Broncos coming out now. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Derrick Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Hey. 4 down. Get him. Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Trey Hendrickson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the Steelers set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing is Mariota toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards that time for number 19. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They get it to him running left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Steps away to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Gun! Gun!
They'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Coleman. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. This time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time that we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with runs like that and then some. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it this time. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The run with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Trey Hendrickson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And they'll go on the ground. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to Denver right after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. first down. Mariota. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
3rd and long here for Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a catch right side by Evans. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule. I'm down.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. .13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mariota on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off the play fake, Mariota. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. And he fends him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
now on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is Mariota. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Ty Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Broncos will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right, and it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Try to run it in with Lasco. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They stay on the ground. Lasco again. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Bailey able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Midfield, and he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They run. This is Scarborough. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The setup, a throw. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake here on first down. Bill Bison, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mariota to throw it. Being chased out left. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They begin with Henry. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Mariota to throw it this time. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. This is Lasco. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Lasco. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Bronco defense comes up big. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Back to throw now in his own end zone. That's caught by Howard. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitch, complete. It's Howard. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
Detroit! Over!
Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run forward with Henry. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, Everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home,